Number 5, Sarah Sherlock. Number 11, Jordan Barlow. Number 12, Dylan Howell. And number 15, Mayavasi Akpan. The head coach of the Panthers is Tom Cole. And now the starting lineup for the designated home team, the Crusaders of Jesuits. Number 1, Reese Wilkins. Number 2, Amani Lubrano. Number 3, Sofia Castarola.
Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to Franklin High School, site of the Pacific Office Automation Holiday Classic, brought to you by Nike and BSN. We're going to be with you today, tomorrow, and Monday. We have I think we have over 40 teams in this tournament. We're working on a champion. Our first matchup of the day, the South Medford Panthers, the defending Oregon State champions, and the Jesuit Crusaders. Hi, everybody. I'm Pete Hall. I'll be doing the play-by-play. Working with me, my broadcast partner, Kurt Guelsdorf. Kurt coached at Oregon City. They won the state championship in 2004, 2009, and 2014. He's currently at Clackamas Community College. Kurt, South Medford, the defending champion, the always good Jesuit Crusaders. Tournament's going to open with a great game.
For sure. Totally for sure. Am I a go here on the...
We're a go.
We're a go. Let's go, yeah.
Maybe we'll get our engineer to turn our mics up just a little bit. There we go. All right, we're underway. Jesuit Crusaders and the South Medford Panthers. South Medford in the white. They will move from our left to our right. Jesuit in the black. They will move from our right to our left. We're just underway here. Again, Franklin High School will have games all day for you today. Panthers with the ball. Panthers start 2 seniors and 3 juniors. Down low, underneath, turn around. The hook shot doesn't go. Rebound, Crusaders. Crusaders over the timeline. Underneath, down low, up, and missed a shot. That's the Crusaders freshman center. Works her way back inside and gets the bucket.
Yeah, taking advantage of a little bit of the physical edge South Medford has down inside.
I'm sorry, that's actually... Steal. Crusaders. Outside for 3, doesn't go, rebound inside. Crusaders traveled. Maddie Warburg, Armani Lubrano traveled for the Crusaders.
It's one of those calls you need to adjust to early, that travel call. They're going to get you. Got to get that ball down.
Jesuit with the ball. From the outside, a 3-point bucket.
That was a shock there. The young freshman, 6'4", knocking down a 3 off a flare.
Sienna Forney with the bucket for the Crusaders. South Medford. Underneath, up and in. Crusaders bucket by Sarah Schmerbach. South Medford, as I mentioned, the defending state champions, work their way underneath. Four to 3, or 5 to 4, I'm sorry, our score.
Jesuit young group in comparison to South Medford's somewhat veteran crew.
They start a senior, 3 juniors, and a freshman. Crusaders are currently 6-1. Their only loss, their last game to Clovis, California. I'm sorry, that's Medford. Jesuit is 3-1. Their only loss to Jefferson. On the breakaway, a bucket. South Medford with that bucket makes our score 6-5. They lead. The bucket was by Schmerbach again. She has 4 in the game.
Jesuit early timeout. They're going to talk transition defense there. You can't give up lay-ins like that. That's a recipe for disaster.
South Medford head coach Tom Cole. They play in the Southwest Conference. They're the defending 6A champs. Jesuit Crusaders, their head coach is Jason Lowry in the Metro. Last year they were 20-8. Crusaders inbound the ball. 5:16 left to go here in the first quarter, just underway. Game 1 action. The tournament's going on at 4 high schools here. Lincoln, Grant, and McDaniel. Down underneath, up and in, the bucket for Jesuit. Ball goes out, goes off of South Medford. Jesuit ball. Jesuit moving from our left to our right in the white jerseys. South Medford.
A little 2-2-1 pressure here by South Medford.
And a foul just over the timeline. The foul is on number 12, Dylan Howell.
Kind of a contrast in styles here. South Medford kind of wants to play free and loose, press and run. Jesuit wants to play a very half-court game, execute in the half-court, try to limit turnovers, slow the game down.
Crusaders under pressure. Now bring it back out on top. In the corner for 3. No. Rebound, South Medford. And Medford, as you said, Kurt, they want to run. Inside, back out on top. Panthers opening, works inside, puts up the shot, tipped around, put back and fouled.
Offensive rebound, South Medford. That's a recipe that can get you in a little bit of trouble when you give up boards, give up second shots.
At the line, Maya Akban. Coach told me in the last tournament they were in, she set the rebounding record. She's a junior. First shot on the way, got it. She got 3 in the game. South Medford ties it up 7-7. A couple of subs coming in.
Early on, Jesuit's got to be fairly happy halfway through the first quarter. The tempo isn't super fast.
Akban at the line, second shot, she got them both. Malia Talani checks in for South Medford. They're going to press over the timeline. In the corner again. Crusaders swinging around the outside.
South Medford in the zone here, and Jesuits running their man offense, so it's a bit of a struggle.
Jump ball, possession arrow goes to the Panthers. Akban out on top. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, short. Crusaders have it. Inside, the shot up doesn't go, missed the layup. traveled. Crusaders tried to hurry it a little bit more that time and just didn't get set.
Yeah, that was the right idea, the cutter down the lane, just late recovery, but still enough to get a tip on that shot.
8-7, Panthers lead, 2:48 left to go in the first quarter. Turnaround, up, goes in.
Little set play action with the cross screen to get Akban the lane.
10-7, South Medford leads. Akban has 6 of those points. Crusaders. They're getting free going down the lane, but just can't make those layups. Rebound, Panthers. Inside, a shot short, tip goes out of bounds off of the Crusaders. Panthers lead 10-7, 2:05 left in the first.
South Medford in a little bit of a matchup zone there that's giving Jesuit some trouble. They're having to make plays off the bounce, which I think they'd rather flow into their offense a little bit more.
When we get a chance at the end of the quarter, I'll tell you a little bit about the matchup after this game and also where these teams are going to go after this game. So we're bringing the games all day long. In fact, coming up after this game will be a game between AC Davis of Washington and West Lynn. Crusaders on the baseline, send it out. You can see they want to drive down the lane, but they just can't get those layups. Underneath, up and in, Akban. She's got 8 in the game already.
That's South Medford in a nutshell right now. Fast, up-tempo. Akban runs the floor well there.
She does run the floor well.
Jesuit in kind of a ball screen motion offense here, trying to get the roller, and they got it.
And missed the shot. Having trouble making layups.
Yeah, but I would argue that wasn't a horrible possession in that they ate a little clock, got the shot they wanted. Ultimately, you got to make shots. It's the team that makes more shots than the other that ends up winning.
Panthers come down court, get it inside to Akban. She makes the bucket at the line, a chance for a 3-point play. She has 10 in the game already. It's 14-7, South Medford. At the line, she's 2 of 2 at the line. On the way, and drops in. 11 in the game for Akban, 15-7, South Medford leads. And Maddie Warburg returns for the Panthers.
Screener action.
Way outside, a 3-point bucket.
Number 2, Lubrano. Jesuit smart here. They should hold for 1 shot.
Lubrano on that 3-pointer for Jesuit.
So Dave and I will tell you this probably 40 times this weekend. At the high school level, one thing I would tell coaches, give them advice on is managing the clock a little bit better. That was Jesuit ball with 23 seconds left and a chance to go into the quarter, either down 5 or even maybe just down 2.
Crusaders with the rebound. Kurt, when you look up there and the shot clock is off, that ought to mean something to you.
It should, and again, managing that clock, it's hard for young players. It's hard for 9th, 10th graders to do that, so I certainly don't want to.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter here at Franklin High School. Pacific Office Automation Holiday Classic brought to you by Nike and BSN. Our score is South Medford 15, Jesuit 10. This has different brackets the tournament does. We are currently, this game is actually in the diamond bracket. Let me see. I'm going to have that to the line.
Now, if we wouldn't have looked at the scoreboard, we probably would think it would be South Medford plus 10, just based on the tempo. But Jesuit's done a nice job of hanging around here so far, trying to muck up the game a little bit. Certainly in a fast break matchup here, it wouldn't favor them, but in a half-court game, I think they've got a chance.
First shot good at the line. Second shot coming up for South Medford. Got them both. Schmierback, both of those. She has 6 in the game. Outside, short, rebound, Panthers. Pull up underneath Akpan. Oh, shot that ball way off the top of the. That was out of bounds. That goes out. I'm sorry, Kurt, that hit the top.
I think it hit the top there. That should have been out of bounds.
I thought so too.
Missed it, kept playing. And again, the young freshman for Jesuit, 6'4". You can't coach height. That's some length. She's a little Bambi-ish in her long legs and arms, but I'm telling you, there's some potential there.
Jesuit has hit 3 3-pointers. Crusaders don't have any. Akban with the rebound. Panthers on the way. They lead by 6, 19-13. Underneath, got free, puts a shot up, fouled.
Crusaders foul number 24, Sienna Forney, first personal, second team foul.
The foul is on Sienna Forney. That is her first. Panthers at the line, shooting 2. First shot back iron.
Returning for the Crusaders, number 5, Aubrey Bayless.
Number 13 checks back in for Jesuit.
Medford's numbers are a little tough to catch there with the black on the blue.
Yep. Second shot on the way.
I think that was number 12 there at the line, Dylan Howe.
I think so too. Howell hits 1 of 2. 20-13. We got whistles in the other gym, and it's confusing to us. I've seen the players stop a couple of times. Taken away, Panthers. They'll hold up. They'll wait for Akban to get back underneath the basket. They do. Got a foul, reaching in.
Yeah, the hand check up top. It's one thing about the college game versus the high school game is you touch anybody in the college game, it's an automatic foul. High school, they let you be a little bit more physical on the guarded ball.
Sarah Schmierback to inbound. Akban with it down low, pulls it away. Shot for 3. Iron. And Akban with the steal, going to lose that ball out of bounds. She tipped it, couldn't recover it, tipped it again and went out of bounds. So it'll be Crusader ball.
Good hustle, good. You can't be upset about that one. It just happens.
I'm impressed. She's very athletic.
She's athletic. It's just, you know, next level motor. Right now, she's playing really well.
Underneath, Akpan with a rebound. Crusaders for 3, no. Rebound, Forney for Jesuit. Nice hook shot, Fournier.
I'm telling you, if I was a West Coast Conference Pac-12 school, I'd walk up and offer her right now, just based on what could happen in 4 years.
Right, she's just a freshman.
Yeah,
she
who
looks
knows?
good.
Who knows what could happen?
Later today, we are going to see an outstanding player. ESPN ranked #2 player in the nation, just signed with USC, Jazzy Davidson for Clackamas.
Sure, I was lucky enough to coach Jazzy this summer in club basketball. Great kid, nicer person than she is a player, and that's pretty impressive.
She'll fit in well at USC. They like to run.
Well, just about anywhere, but yes, she'll definitely fit in down there. I think a lot of positives from Jazzy. Just a great kid.
You know who she reminds me of? The last time Oregon had a kid ranked in the top 5 in the nation as a girls player, senior class player, was Avina Westbrook.
Right.
She looks like her.
I just saw Avina a couple weeks ago at a game watching her brother play. And I see the similarities size-wise, length-wise. I think Jazzy a little bit better shooter, a little bit different arc coming out of her hand initially. I think Avina a little bit more physical, strong, but Jazzy's getting there. And one thing you can't underestimate is Jazzy is stronger than she looks. She's long and lean. I'm telling you, it's hard to stop her athleticism.
20-15, South Medford leads. 4:05 left to go in the first half. Panthers will inbound the ball. Akpan stands in the middle with her hands up. They get her outside. Sets a screen. Now they lob it to her underneath, and she's going to come back out. For 3, up, bounces in and out. Stolen away. Akpan had her hands in the lane, knocked it away, works inside, lays it up, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, puts that back short. And a whistle and a foul. It'll be a foul against. Well, let me make sure it is a foul.
I think so. I think it went against South Medford there. Nice part about high school now, they've gone to fouls per quarter. We don't have that free throw shooting contest that we had for many, many years with the one-on-ones and all that. Now it's just 5 per quarter, resets, makes the game much more watchable.
I like it.
Much better pace to the game.
Dave Hall along with Kurt Guelsdorf for Oregon Sports Beat. Pacific Office Automation Holiday Classic. This is the opening game here at Franklin High School. Thanks for joining us. Crusaders in white. Twice now they've tried to lob that pass inside and it's been stolen. Panthers with the ball. Akpan out right now for 3. Yes!
That was 0, Richardson.
All right, who's that? What's the number on that?
I think that was 0, Richardson. Elise Richardson.
And that's the first 3 for South Medford.
They've been a little cold again. You get to a new gym, different background.
Right back. Jesuit with a 3. That 3 for Jesuit, by the way, was number 5, Audrey Bayless.
It's kept them in the game, for sure.
Pull-up jumper, doesn't go. Bayless kind of taken over here on offense. Hit the 3, came down the lane that time. Able to come down the lane, Akpan isn't there.
The dilemma there with Jesuit a little bit is that's not quite the tempo they want to go at. Now you get the ball back to South Medford.
Oh, a long 3 that time by the Panthers. That by Maddie Warburg. 28-18, the lead is 10. I believe that's the biggest lead of the game. Crusaders. Underneath, Fournier up and in, and you're right, she looks pretty good.
I'm telling you, for a ninth grader that's that long and kind of gangly right now in her stage of growth, which is very common to see that. I really like her game. It's impressed me immensely where she's at right now.
She has 7 in the game, including a three-pointer.
And she looked comfortable shooting it. It wasn't a fluke.
28-20, South Medford leads. Coach Cole talking about what he wants to do. Same thing with Coach Lowry.
I think Coach Lowry probably wants to make sure his team realizes that use as much clock as possible, keep the game slow, win the end of the quarter. If you're South Medford, I've got my chart out. I'm looking at minute 34. I want to get 5 more shots. And that's that clock management thing that I talk about all the time, is that you can really manipulate that shot clock in the game time score.
Jesuit needs to take advantage of Akpan being out of the game.
Well, they came out in zone, which was a change. They're doing a nice job. Slow muck things up a little.
Scoop shot underneath. Bucket.
Good offense. Sometimes that happens. Fairly good defensive effort.
Schmierbach has 8 in the game. The lead 10 again, 30-20. 50 seconds. Whistle and a foul, and I believe the foul's going to be on Schmierbach.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that call. Looked like she was relatively straight up, kind of a bail out of a running shot. And then on the other side of it, Tom Cole's got to be a little frustrated there that you reach in on a shot that's a tough one. Running 1 foot.
At the line, first shot, drops. Bounce around, drops. Second shot on the way. Bounces around, rebound South Medford.
They go fast, they'll go 2 for 1. Now you're down into that area where the 2 for 1's over.
Trying to get it inside, knocked away by Jesuit. From the corner for 3, air ball. Saved by South Medford, but to the Crusaders.
Jesuit needs 1 shot here.
Schmierbach Bayless running the offense. Turnaround, bounces up. That goes over the top of the basket. And that's the whistle at halftime. Our score, 30-21. South Medford outscores Jesuit in that quarter 15-11. They won the first quarter 15-10, the second quarter 15-11. Kurt, your thoughts about the first half?
Well, again, if I'm Jesuit, I'm fairly happy going in only down 9. You're probably talking about trying to keep the game slow. For South Medford, you might be a little frustrated, and I don't think they took advantage of some of those fast break opportunities, and they did not shoot the 3 ball very well. I think if they shoot the 3 ball a little bit better, they can stretch it out and get some of their shooters. I know Dylan Howell's a shooter, Schmierbach's a shooter, Warburg's a shooter. So again, sometimes first game out of the gate in a new gym, a little tough to shoot it.
All right, well, we got a chance here at halftime. I'm going to kind of review everything. We didn't get a chance to do it at the beginning of the game. But this is the Pacific Office Automation Holiday Classic, brought to you by BSN and Nike. We're here at Franklin High School. This is one of 4 venues today. Games all day here today at Franklin, also at Lincoln High School. There's a couple of games at Grant, and I believe a couple of games at McDaniel. We are going to bring you games all day today. We're going to follow this game up with AC Davis, which is a team from Washington, against West Lynn. This afternoon we're going to have games that involve Bishop O'Dowell is going to play Nelson. West Salem is going to play Clackamas. That should be a good game. Tualatin played Jefferson. There was a game scheduled, Garfield versus Benson, but Garfield can't make it, and so that game will not be played. The 2 brackets that are here at Franklin High School, one is the Diamond bracket, And those teams' games today, West Salem and Clackamas, AC Davis and West Lynn. Faith Family, that's a team from Texas, play Wilsonville. And then the Willamette game will be the last game. In the Platinum bracket, which is this game that we're in right now, South Medford and Jesuit. The Garfield-Benson game, Benson will advance Garfield. They're not going to make it. Bishop O'Dowd will play Nelson, and Tualatin will play Jefferson. The teams, the winners will play tomorrow, the losers will play tomorrow, and then we'll skip Sunday, except Benson will play another team on Sunday to make up for the game they're missing today. And then the consolation finals and the finals will be on Monday. Kurt will be with me in the next game, and then the 1:30 game you'll also be doing with the Ben Efron, and then I'll be doing the games the rest of the day. And we'll follow that pretty much up for the next 3 days. Kurt?
The top 2 brackets right here at Franklin High Platinum and Diamond, there's some good talent. If you're out there thinking about coming down, I think the opportunity to watch Jazzy Davidson in that last game of the 5 o'clock game would be something special if you haven't seen her play yet. I think you've got the top Oregon teams here, South Medford, Tualatin, Jefferson, Clackamas. You've got your up-and-coming players, I think Jesuit, young crew. They're going to be better next year and the year after. Right now, very young, but playing a good game. I think this is something I think Jeff Peeler and Marshall Haskins and the guys have put together something special. I know coming from the community college level, coming to watch, we get to see all levels and recruit well, and we get to see some of the best talent. And having been a former high school guy, you know, seeing that this tournament has turned into a really special time for Oregon basketball is kind of a neat deal.
Former high school coach Kurt Guelsdorf, state champion with Oregon City, 2004, 2009, 2014. Kurt, when your team gets invited to a holiday tournament, what does it mean to the kids?
Well, I think first of all, when you're trying to build something or you have something going, you're always trying to pick things that are special for them, because it's not about you as a coach. It's not about keeping things easy. It's trying to make what's best for the kids. And a tournament like this, with the opportunities to play really good teams from all over, we always tried to play one or two out-of-state tournaments and one local. Lake Oswego for many years was a good one, and then Jeff and guys started this thing up a few years ago, and this would definitely be on our list, because I do think it's the best of the teams in this area. You get to gauge what you're good at, and you can figure out what you're not good at, and then head into league, with every day focused on fixing those things and trying to improve and really peak in March.
The great reputation that the Les Schwab Classic has, we're trying to do that now with the girls. We have teams from Texas, teams from Arizona, teams from California, teams from Washington, in with the teams from Oregon. Gives you a good chance to play with some teams from some other places. As good as Central Catholic boys are, they played in the City of Palms tournament in Florida. They're only the second boys team to ever get invited to that tournament. The only other one was the Peyton Pritchard Westland teams. And they went back there and lost by 40 in a game to a team ranked third in the nation. You get a chance to see where you stand with everybody else.
For sure, and I think that it's great for the Oregon kids to get out of there and again expose their weaknesses, figure out what they're good at, see what they're not great at, and for those teams that the national level is a whole other animal. I get to see that in the summertime with the Cal Stars program, and we go around and play in the Nike EYBL circuit. You see some of the talented kids on that circuit that are top 10 players in the country, number 1 player in the country. Obviously, having Jazzy on our group was fun. There's a lot of talent everywhere, and I think giving these kids an opportunity to see that talent, seeing the local community too. There's a good crowd. There's a good crowd for a 10:30 game. Jesuit's got a full stands here. I know it's a little big drive for South Medford. And I bet you there's 25 college coaches in attendance also to watch these kids play.
Well, you're now the coach at Clackamas Community College. Are you scouting right now?
Of course. And again, the elite kids, you're not going to get those the 2 year. What we're looking for is kids that are maybe a little unpolished, maybe not getting quite the looks that they've got. Sometimes things come up to come and use the 2 year opportunity as a springboard to go to somewhere else that they want to get to and enjoy it too a little bit. I think the nice part for me going from a Oregon City, where the expectation was state championships every year, is we want to win at Clackamas, and we've been very successful, but I also have a better life balance going because I know that the high school level now has become extremely challenging as far as a time commitment goes. The coaching is always going to be the coaching, but the time commitment to run a program with the expectations and then the club that goes into it and the parent expectations, I think, balancing player, parent, and coach expectations is really a big challenge, and I think that a lot of credit to these high school coaches that do it because it's a tough job.
Granted, I played a long time ago, but for me, I wanted just to play, and I wanted to win. I wanted to play our rivals and win. Nowadays, you're a high school player, and you're pretty good. You're thinking, where can I go? Where can I get a scholarship? Am I going to get NIL money? There's so much more pressure now to perform.
Yes. And I think some of that's probably good opportunities, and I know it is good opportunities. But I also know that I think somewhere along the line, high school has to get a little bit to what you said at the beginning is that participation piece where you've got 50 kids coming out for sports of each of the sports and 100 kids on your football team, because there is a value, I do believe, in participation and not necessarily being the star player, but being a part of something bigger than you, learning how to work hard, learning how to commit to something. Because you see in the intro here, I saw a little thing at the beginning with the Pacific Office Automation. It mentioned that on the women's side that girls are twice as likely to drop out, and I see that in participation. Very few teams in the Portland area have 3 teams, varsity, JV, and a freshman. Most just have 2 now. 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. Everybody had 3 teams.
Some schools, like I normally do Central Catholic games, they had 4 teams. They had a varsity, 2 junior varsity teams, and a freshman team.
Yep.
Nowadays, you're right, you don't see that as much. Participation has fallen off.
Yeah, and I think some of it has to do with what you were talking about, that expectation. Some kids just want to play for 3 months, and then move to the next thing. And I don't know if that's very common anymore. The athlete that just plays multiple sports for fun, maybe plays through their sophomore, junior year, and then they're kind of moving on to different things. Those things are gone, and it's in a little bit too bad. And again, I think we have to work at the grassroots level, down at the younger levels, to keep that specialization from happening so that we get multi-sport athletes throughout their career. It's good for their health, good for their bodies, good for everything.
We're just about ready for the start of the second half. I want to tell you about one of our sponsors. It's Qdoba Mexican Eats, with locations across Oregon and parts of Washington. They proudly support the Portland Interscholastic League Girls Basketball Tournament. Fuel your next event with our fresh and flavorful catering options.
First half stats here for you, Dave. Let you take a look first there.
Let's take a look at this. We'll give you the individual points. We'll start with the Jesuit Crusaders. Let's see. Point totals. Here we are. Point totals. Lubrano with 6. Bailiff with 6. Fournet with 9. I must have missed the bucket for her. So only 3 players for Jesuit have scored. For South Medford, total points 3 for Warburg, 6 for Schmerbach. Barlow has 2. Howell has 1. Akpan has 13. 5 for Richardson. Let's look at the rebounds. Akban first half.
Double-double. First half.
She's already got a double-double. Shooting percentages for the game. Let me look here. First period, Jesuit first period shot 41%. I'm sorry, 36%, 40 in the second period. South Medford 37 in the first, 38 in the second.
Just a glance at it. South Medford 19 to 11 on the boards. Only 2 turnovers, 7 turnovers for Jesuit. That's always a big piece. Again, neither team shot it great. 38% overall for Jesuit, 37-9 for South Medford. So,
and the 3-point shooting not very good for either team. 3-point shooting for Jesuit actually was 2 of 4 for South.
4 of 9 there overall.
4 of 9 overall, I'm sorry. All right, just underway, starting second half. South Medford leads 30-21. Jesuit in the white, South Medford in the black. 13 points and 10 rebounds for Akban, and she sat out about the last maybe 3 or 4 minutes of the.
Give her a rest there, making sure set, ready to go. Shot clock should be at 20, but.
Medford tries to force the ball inside to Akban. Crusaders steal it in the lane. On the baseline, get it to Fournier, puts it up, drops in.
Great start for Jesuit. They get a stop on the defensive end and come down and get an easy bucket at the other end. That's a great start.
Fournier would now with 11 in the game. The lead is 7, 30-23. We're at Franklin High School. Pacific Office Automation Holiday Classic.
Jesuit in a little bit of a 1-2-2 zone here.
Akban in the lane. Ball taken away by Jesuit. They get it down low to Fournier. The jump hook. Iron. Rebound. Jesuit takes the ball away, misses the shot. South Medford with the rebound. Here come the Panthers. In the corner. Works away inside, lays it up. Doesn't go. Rebound Panthers. Whistle and a foul.
Quick story, Mike Dunleavy at the old NBA meetings used to say, if you want to make $1 million a year, now this was granted a long time ago, he would tell the big guys, learn the jump hook. So going back to the young player from Jesuit there, Fournier, a little jump hook is unique to have as a 9th grader, so I'm impressed.
There's been many NBA players who've made their careers on a jump hook.
Keeping it simple.
It's a hard shot to block. Akban up and in, just bowled her way underneath. Got the ball up and in. Remember, she had a double-double in the first half, 13 points, 10 rebounds. And Fournier off the glass. Another little baby hook shot.
Well, cross screen on the baseline. South Medford did not defend that very well, and Jesuit got a nice look close to the rim.
She's got 13, Akban has 15. Crusaders. On the drive, a foul. One thing I noticed about Akban, lots of bigs like to stick their hand up in the air, want the ball and show where they are and everything. She does not.
Yeah, there's a fine art to posting up and giving your guards confidence to throw you the ball. You got to show them numbers, show them the front of the jersey. Got to win that foot fight and got to be able to physically hold off that defender also. And a lot of it is the confidence the guards have to throw you the ball. If they don't believe you're going to hold them off and it's going to be a turnover, they end up not looking inside quite as much.
Howell hits both free throws. She's got 3 in the game. The lead now is 9, 34-25. Short air ball. Fournier is not, she's tall, she's not big, but boy, she gets good position, Kurt.
She's doing a good job.
Jesuit 3-1 on the season. Their only loss is to Jefferson. South Medford, they're 6-1. Their only loss is to Clovis, California. Oh, you're right, Kurt. For a 10:30 a.m. game, quite a crowd.
Good crowd. I like it. You know, I think Jesuit here, timeout, just to settle things down. You don't want to let this lead get in the double digits, because if you're Jesuit, once it gets to double digits, things get a little bit crazy. Again, here's where you got to execute out of bounds underneath. Jesuit, you want to draw something up here to win this situation. We'll stack in front.
The shot, in and out. Schmierbach, I'm sorry, that was number 5, that was Bayless.
Good look. Good look.
Traveled. Come down, little stutter step on the side, got to travel.
Here's the thing I would argue if I'm Tom Coles. I think it was the same play down here by Jesuit. That's just the coach in me that wants that consistency on that travel call. If it's going to be that way, call it every time. Little 1-2-2 here by South Medford.
And the bucket. South Medford. Stolen away. Down by 9, quickly ahead. Can't get a shot away. Akpan sealed that one off. From the side, chest high shot goes in for 3.
It's a good look. Wide open 3. Catch and shoot. Best shot in the game right there.
Akpan kicks it back out from the side. Iron tipped around, goes out of bounds off of the Panthers.
I don't think Jesuit could have drawn up the first 5 minutes here any more than they are right now. And the tempo's slow. Their execution has been good. They're taking their time here.
Crusaders. And a foul on South Medford. Foul is on Elise Richardson. Her first team foul, or first foul, second team foul. Forney. Traveled. Actually, she stumbled is what she did. And gets a traveling call.
I think that was probably just a no-call block shot. But he was closer than we were. See, I've matured, Dave. I'm going to accept that call from the referee.
Gave Hall and Kurt Guelsdorf. Shot doesn't go. Are you still in the top 10 for wins for high school coaches?
Oh,
it's over 400, I think.
Ended up in the high 400s, I think, and then plus the college. We've got a few. Just means you've coached a long time, getting old. The zone is giving South Medford some trouble here. The 1-2-2 with the Forney dropping down from the top. It's kind of a unique rotation. Has given South Medford some trouble.
Gave a run out that time on the shooter at the top. Rebound, South Medford.
That would have been a big bucket. That would have, get it down to 4, would have been kind of fun.
And Akban goes underneath and fouled. Forney on the foul.
I'm not sure about that one, Dave. That was a pretty good block.
Second personal foul on Forney, third team foul on the Crusaders at the line, Maya Akpan. Another free throw.
South Medford needed that. They've been stuck at 36 for a few minutes. Just to break that ice, sometimes you feel like you get stuck on a number and you just can't get out of it.
Second shot. She has 17 in the game. Up and in, the give and go down the lane. Warburg with the bucket.
Bayless has done a nice job for Jesuit.
I'm sorry, that was Bayless.
Well, Bayless was on the assist. She's done a nice job running the point for Jesuit and handling some of the pressure. Good patience in the lane on that last one, waiting for the cutter to happen. That's fairly rare. You don't see that too often with that patience.
Dylan Howell on the line. Hits the first. A couple of years ago, the outstanding player at South Medford was Donovan Hunter. Started at Oregon State, transferred now to TCU. Howell has 5 points in the game, all from the line. Shooting foul. Foul is on Warburg. That's her second.
2 minutes. If you're Jesuit, you'd love to go in 5, 4, 6 point game, something like that. If you're South Medford, you want to get to double digits. I think psychologically that makes it a little bit tougher.
Warburg hits the first. I'm sorry, that's Schmerbeck. And I'm sorry, that is Bayless.
Yeah, both teams, the numbers aren't easy. Even on the white jerseys, they have a gold background.
The numbers are hard to read on the jerseys. Bear with us. Akban knocked out of her hands, goes out of bounds off of the Crusaders. South Medford, minute 33 left. Akban right underneath, puts it up and in.
And out South Medford.
Akban has 19.
She's been tough for them. Almost half their points, double-digit rebounds. The zone has given South Medford trouble. Unfortunately for Jesuit, we're at 3-possession game here. Zone doesn't turn them over too much, so we'll see here. Coming out of this timeout, I think if you're Jason Lowry, you need a bucket. You need to win this special situation right here. And if you're Tom Cole, your decision is: do we press or do we sit back?
Warburg and Schmerbeck, two of the players, the starters for South Medford, have signed letters of intent with Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Number 5 for Jesuit, Audrey Bayless. She was first team All-League last year in the Metro.
What year is Bayless?
Bayless, a senior.
She's a senior. That shows that experience. Got a stoppage in play here. Looks like there's some water on the floor.
Coach Lowry giving some position play to Forney.
Everything's a teachable moment. Got to take advantage of it whenever you can, especially at the high school level.
Not just the coach, but the player.
You have to take those opportunities, and you hopefully have assistance when those players come to the bench where they're giving instruction. Trying not to overload their young minds, but try to give them some insight into how the game's played and what they need to see, what they need to look for. And ultimately, it's that that ability to make those quick split-second decisions that make basketball such a great game. If you're South Medford, maybe 3-4 possessions. If you're Jesuit, you'd love to keep this in a grinder, kind of take up all 35 seconds and get a great shot.
Bayless inbounds it.
One little cross screen here, seeing if they're going to get the lay-in.
Forney kicks it back out on top for 3. Iron. That was Bayless. Gets the rebound, puts up a shot short. Rebound South Medford. Akban on the runner, get it ahead to her, lays it up and in. Nobody got back.
2 for 1 here. If you're Jesuit, I'd probably on that offensive rebound try to slow down and get another 35-second possession. That quick shot, Medford turned it into a lay-in, and now you're going to give Medford the ball back one last time.
You can't let Akban get that out in front and get the speed. With the height she has, she just laid it in that time for the bucket. Inbound, Crusaders out on top.
Take the whole shot clock if you can here.
They need a bucket. Here's the shot, in and out. Rebound, Panthers. Boy, Akpan really does run the court well. That ball up and in, missed. Rebound Akpan, the putback, that doesn't go. Gets her own rebound, tips it outside. Panthers still with the ball for 3, yes. Warburg.
That might, yeah.
Biggest lead of the game with 13, 47-34 from the corner for 3 at the horn. That was a Warburg. She has 4 threes in the game. End of 3, our score. It is South Medford 47, Jesuit 37. Jesuit, let's see, South Medford outscored Jesuit in that quarter 17-16. Scoring by quarters, South Medford won the first 15-10, won the second 15-11, won the third 17-16.
Consistency for South Medford, 15, 15, and 17. Jesuit going 10, 11, and 16.
You know, with 10-point lead here in the fourth, this game still looks like it's within reach for the Crusaders.
It is. Again, I think they're going to have to manage their possessions really well. They're going to have to play with a little bit of tempo but not lose their game plan. And I think they're going to have to probably put together 3, what we call a turkey, or kind of a bowling term, 3 stops in a row. They need to get probably 2 of those in this fourth quarter at some point, or else it's going to be tough. 10, that's 4 possessions. You know, if you get 6 stops, 3 and 3 in some sort of way, shape, or form, you have a chance. Jesuit ball coming in. Again, they got to win this one.
This is a platinum bracket game, the first game of the tournament here at Franklin. Bayless, the point guard, puts up the shot, hangs on the rim, doesn't go, but fouled.
Crafty little play there, kind of a hesitation go. Got it off with the bump.
Foul is on South Medford on number 2, Warburg. First free throw on the way. The lead is 9, 47-38. Second shot goes, got them both. Cuts the lead to 8, 47-39.
So 3 possessions. Again, this is probably a chance to get a stop, get it down to 2 possessions. In that 1-2-2 zone again.
Well, the lead was 13. It's down to 8 now. Underneath. Ackman the shot. Off the rim. Rebound. Got to stop that time. Oh. Almost stolen. Nice play to get that ball. Lubrano. Underneath. The whistle and a foul.
Lubrano's done a nice job for him, number 2 for Jesuits. He's hit a couple threes. I think 3 now. And that was a heady, smart play. That ball was kind of a 50-50 ball. She stuck her nose in there, got it. Ended up getting a...
The foul is on number 11, Jordan Barlow. First free throw is good. The lead is 7. You're right, Kurt. Maybe 3 stops, and we're right down to a close game. Got the second one.
This is one. If they get one more here, I like 6 better than I like 9 or 8. It just psychologically, it helps.
Panthers in the corner, get it down low, back out on top. Drive, whistle and a foul.
Crusaders foul number 1, Reese Wilkins, 3rd personal.
Warburg at the free throw line. That was a little too easy if you're Jesuit. Shouldn't give up a straight line drive in a 1-2-2 zone.
At the line, first shot is good. Dylan Howell. Lead back to 7. Howell, second shot on the way, got it. Howell has hit 7 free throws. Crusaders with the ball, down 8, 49-41.
Here comes the cross screen here. They're going to trying to get
the shot way out, back iron. Lubrano with that. Ball loose on the floor underneath. We got a scrum.
Foul on Medford there.
Second personal, 3rd team foul. Willis Richardson in for the Panthers.
Inbound. Bayless, trigger it inbound. Forney not in the game right now.
It's interesting to see high school has such a combination of rules. They have a closely guarded 5 count even though they have a shot clock.
Filkins with the bucket. The lead is 5. 49-44. 5:40 left to go in the game. Jesuit trying to get it close. Missed that, tipped around. Akpan gets it. Oh, a big collision. We got 3 players down on the floor. And it's going to be Jesuit ball.
That was quite the scrum there. Looked like everybody was holding on to everybody and they all fell down.
Jesuit's got a number of subs in right now. I believe Omri Brown is in the game at center. 23, is that who we're looking at there, I think?
Yeah, again, Bayless at the 1 right now, a little ISO.
Blocked. Akban with the block, looks like she drew a foul.
And the question I would have there is from where he was at, diagonally across the court. Tough call there from there, but Jesuit again, we're looking at one possession here, Dave, and as we talked about, they've had 3 stops in a row, and they've come down and made a couple buckets, and now I think if you're South Medford, the favorite and a more experienced group, they're a little tight right now. And
just a little while ago, the lead was 13. It's now 4.
It's 4. It's 3. And it's one possession.
49-46.
That's a tough spot to play out when you're the favorite. You start getting a little tight. You start getting a little nervous.
Outside, in and out, rebound. Jesuit A 3 here will tie this game up.
Oh boy.
Doesn't go, rebound. Panthers have 2 points in this quarter. I thought that might have gone the other way. I thought that might have been a charge, but it's called a block. The bucket counts. Panthers to go to the line. Chance for a 3-point play.
Scoreboard's wrong here. They've got it on the wrong side. It should be 46 and it should be 51. So hopefully somebody catches that.
Okay.
They gave the bucket to Jesuit there.
There we go.
No, it's still not right. Scoreboard's wrong.
There, whoever's running the scoreboard.
Should be 46 for Jesuit. There we go. Now we got it.
52-46 is the actual score. 6-point lead. Nice job, Kurt.
Well, if you're coaching and you're not watching the scoreboard, you're not doing a good job.
Spoken like a true coach. Six-point lead for South Medford, 52-46. That was a shot, partially blocked, went over the basket, back way out on top. Shot clock now is at 15.
I don't know if they accidentally reset. That seems...
They did.
So now your dilemma there is we get a reset. It's back to 35, and South Medford has it under.
3:58 left to go in the game. South Medford leads by 6, 52-46. Scoreboard is right now. South Medford down the lane, scoops it up and in. Nice job. That bucket for South Medford by 24, and that is Peyton Anderson.
I think official timeout here to clarify the score. I think they fixed it.
These might be referees who haven't worked in this gym before.
Yeah, the referee there that went to the table, she does our college games. She does a great job. The other two are gentlemen I don't recognize, but she's really sharp. Does a good job. I think we're squared away now. It's going to be ball screen, down screen.
Down the lane, scoops it. Rebound Panthers on the miss.
Good effort by LeBron. A little bit of tall trees down there for unable to finish.
Lobbed underneath Akban, the shot up. Boy, she knows how to use that glass. Bucket for Akban, she's over 20.
Yeah, that's a huge mismatch. Unfortunately, Jesuit unable.
Down the lane and lays it up and in. The bucket, that's Bayless. Bayless has come to life here in the fourth quarter.
She's a nice little point guard. She does a good job. She's pretty crafty. Not the fastest kid in the world or the tallest kid in the world, but I think knows how to play the point guard position.
When I asked Coach Lowry, who should I watch in this game, he said our point guard is first team All-League Metro last year, and that, of course, is Bayless.
She's a good player. Good player, crafty, knows what they need. Hasn't allowed South Medford to speed her up, which is, I think, how they want to play. This is the tempo that wins Jesuit a game or two. I don't think they want to get super fast with their young group just yet. Execute their offense, run some set plays for shooters, run some set plays for lay-ins.
They were 20-8 last year. Is Coach Potter still the boys' coach there?
I think so.
He's got like 35 years.
They do. I believe the Potter boys, the football coach and basketball coach, live very close to Jesuit and have worked there and have done a good, hard-working job for many, many years.
During the season, I regularly covered Central Catholic's boys and girls, and they have a game on January the 10th, a doubleheader boys and girls. Should be a great night.
What they call those, the Holy Wars?
They are the Holy Wars, especially in football. Central Catholic has the top-ranked boy player in the nation, senior Isaac Carr.
Any relation to Kenny?
No.
Really?
No.
I would have expected so. Kenny Carr, remember him?
Yes.
He had a son Cameron that played at West Lynn.
He did.
I believe that was the start of West Lynn, 1994 state championship team.
The scoop doesn't go. Akban with the rebound. She's in double digits in rebounds. His hands up. The lead is 8 with 2:35 to go.
It's the 10. That's going to be tough now. They finally solved that zone a little bit, got it down to the baseline. Hit the dive. Jesuits got to play a little quicker now, and that's not their style.
Foul, offensive foul on Jesuit.
All right, I'm going to complain a little. I don't know if I like that call with 2.5 minutes to go. When the whole game for 3.5 quarters, they've kind of let that ball screen get a little wiggly up top. And then they're going to call a ball screen, moving screen there late.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let the players decide it.
Akban underneath, up and in.
It's going to be tough now.
You know, she's very effective on shots underneath the basket. From way outside, iron doesn't go. The lead is 12, 60-48, 148 left to go. Opening round matchup here. Pacific Office Automation Holiday Classic. Underneath, short, air ball, rebound Forney.
I think Akban blocked that a little bit, got a fingertip on it.
For 3, front iron, rebound Medford.
Medford should take all 30 seconds here or not.
Cast it up for a 3. Well, you can't argue, you made it. That was Dylan Howell. She's in double figures now.
I think this one's over now. Jesuit, nice job. I think if you're Coach Lowry, you feel pretty good about this game.
Down low, puts up a shot, little hook shot. Lebrano doesn't go. Crusaders underneath the Akban, standing underneath the basket, dishes it off on the drive, bounces around, doesn't go. Collision underneath, foul's going to be on Medford. Foul is actually on Schmerbach. Filkin at the line. She hit a three-pointer earlier. 51 seconds left to go. Air ball short. And Coach Lowry's going to clear the bench. Good effort by the Crusaders.
Yeah, I think that's something to build on. I think that fits who they are, the style of play.
Remember, the Panthers are the defending 6A champions. Lob underneath, nobody there. Oh, saved, but saved to the Crusaders. 40 seconds, 15-point lead. For 3, iron, rebound. Panthers on the run. They're going to go in, put it up. Akban the rebound up and in. She's deadly underneath either side of the basket, either hand. Biggest lead of the game at 17, 65-48. Five seconds. Gonna get a shot up. Yes, doesn't go. Akban with the rebound. Whistle. This game is over. Our final score, South Medford 65, Jesuit 48. Let me give you the scoring quarter by quarter in this game. The Panthers led at the end of one, 15-10. Almost repeated that in the second quarter. Outscored the Crusaders 15-11, made it 30-21. Crusaders lost the third quarter by 17-16 to make it 47-37. And the Panthers won the fourth quarter 18-11 to win this one 65-48. Panthers won every quarter in this matchup. They played pretty consistent. Jesuit made a run there in the fourth quarter, got it down to about 6, but just couldn't get any closer.
Yeah, I think that a little bit closer than that score indicates. You look at some of the final stats here. South Medford dominates the boards, 37-22 overall. They had 13 offensive rebounds, Jesuit only 7. Overall shooting, Jesuit ends up shooting 34%, South Medford 43. South Medford wins the free throw battle. So just a little bit more experience, just a little bit better group. But again, if I'm Jesuit with that young team that they have, this was a great learning experience. And again, I really believe that final score not indicative of how close that game was for most of those quarters.
All right, let me give you the individual scoring. We'll start with the Jesuit Crusaders. 3 points in the game for Filkins, 11 for Lubrano, who played well, 2 for Coscarella, 17 for Bayless. She also had 6 assists, 13 for Forney. She had 5 rebounds, 2 points for Omni Brown, and that's the scoring for Jesuit. For South Medford, total points, Maddie Warburg had 3, Sarah Schmerbach had 8 and 8 rebounds. Jordan Barlow 2, 13 in the game for Dylan Howell, 29 for Akban, and 15 rebounds. So 29 and 15. Richardson with 5, and Peyton Anderson with 5. So big game for Mayan Akpan, 29 points, 15 rebounds, including 9 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds. The assist leader for South Medford, Schmerbach, was 7. The assist leader for Jesuit was Bayless with 6. Turnovers in the game, 11 for South Medford, 11 for Jesuit, 8 for South Medford. And that's kind of where we end up in this game. Kurt?
Well, all Akban all the time. You know, if you want to come up with a catchphrase for that game, physical inside, so got bashed up on the boards a little bit and didn't quite shoot it well enough to upset that game. So there's a couple things that have to happen when you get an upset. You have to take care of the ball, and Jesuit did, only 11 turnovers. Got to shoot it great, and they didn't quite shoot it great. The tempo was theirs. I thought the tempo was kind of slow and grindy, but they just weren't able to shoot it well enough. And again, the size of South Medford had a lot to do with that. So credit to both sides. I think they both learned about themselves today. Medford realizes probably, gosh, we got to speed that game up a little bit more to get that thing going. And then if you're Jesuit, you're thinking, man, we keep that tempo going and we execute a little bit better there and shoot a little bit better. We got a chance to beat some good teams this season.
By the way, Akban was 12 of 29 from the field, 3-point shooting. Jesuit was 7 out of 20, 35%. South Medford was 4 of 14, 28%.
Yeah, I think Akban was 12 for 19 with 29 points. So I think that's what you're trying to tell them there.
Yep.
But yeah, good game by her, and clearly the MVP. If we were to give an MVP for today, it was her for sure.
All right, we are going to wrap this one up in about 10 minutes. We're going to bring you another game, and that's going to be the A.C. Davis from Washington game against West Lynn. Got some people we want to thank. We want to thank our Franklin High School, their hospitality, Pacific Office Automation, BSN, and Nike, the sponsors of this program. Our crew tonight, or just this morning actually, just Sean Montgomery on the camera, Alvin Myers, my engineer, my broadcast partner, Kurt Guelsdorf. I want to thank both head coaches before the game. Jason Lowry and Tom Cole gave us a lot of information. Also, I want to thank the student sections of both schools who helped me with the pronunciation of all the players. So we are going to wrap this up. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to bring you the start of the A.C. Davis West Lynn game. I'm Dave Hall. Our final score in the first match here in the Pacific Office Automation Holiday Classic the final score, South Medford 65, Jesuit 48.